Okay, today's video is I'm going to show you how you can, if you have a 3D printer, you can print these little net pots. You can grow hydroponic food in them. The net pots are using material called PLA, which is made from cornstarch and other organic plant material. So this, even though this looks like plastic, it's not plastic. So for those of you who are wondering if it's safe, yes, it's safe. So basically this will fit in any type of jar, one like this, or bigger jars like this. So here's some basil. Here's some Greek oregano, okay? And what you do is you put some, you don't need a lot of fancy things. You can just start with, having appropriate things is always better, but if you don't have anything, it's fine. You start with a paper towel. Just put the paper towel underneath and put some seeds. I just put some oregano seeds again to have some more. Okay. Here's some hydroponic food. You do want to use hydroponic food specifically made for hydroponics and water. You don't want to make food that's hasn't been pH adjusted and buffered for non-hydroponic like soil. So just get some food. It will last you a long time. Just keep it in the fridge because these are small scale. Get some hydroponic foods. Do some research. Organic hydroponics will be better. But if you can get them organic, that's fine. Just get some foods. Another thing you're going to need are these hydrogen pebbles. They're called hydrogen, I think. They're like clay pebbles. They're inert. That means that they don't affect the medium, the hydroponic medium. They just kind of help the plants to sit upright and the roots to establish. That's pretty much what they're for the plant establishment. There's some in there as well. Another thing that I've figured out is you need to put something around your container. I'm using tinfoil, but you can be paper bag or something to prevent light from going inside, because that will algae will grow inside, and then it will grow inside your roots, and it will just stunt the growth of your plant. But if you do get some algae, you can just remove it and clean it out. That's what I did with this guy. You guys can see there, and it grows fine. You just kind of block as much of the sunshine as you can. So right now this is mid-October. So if it's not summertime, you can start these under a light to get them established, and then put them by kind of like, that's what I've done. In the summertime, you can just put them outside or by window. Their daylight is long enough that it doesn't matter. But otherwise, if you want to help out at the starting point of the germination, if you have some kind of a light that produces some warm light, some heat, small amount of heat, that will be good. So basically, just put a paper towel, put your seeds in there, and then make sure that the level of your water is just kind of barely touching the tip, because you don't want this to be submerged by water. The seeds need to breathe, right? So this hydroponic method doesn't use air. In a lot of hydroponic kits, like bigger ones, like proper hydroponic kits, you inject oxygen into your system, air bubbles like air stones and whatnot, that will keeps everything not stagnated, and injected with oxygen and everything, so that the plants grow. This, as you guys can see, is growing just fine. They're healthy. There might be some pros actually to doing it like this, because the plants will not grow too fast. If as you improve the environment, the plants will actually grow faster and faster. So it depends on what you're looking for. So basically on this guy, I'm just going to put some tinfoil around it, around the edge, like so, right? So that the air doesn't get in there. Not the air, light. And I'll put this under, I have a little light for like herbs and whatnot. Tiny little 150 watt, that's more than enough light and warmth. It produces good combination of warmth and light. But after the plants get established, you can just put them kind of like I have. So that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So here's a house plant. It's not using that technique. You guys can see I didn't put any tinfoil on it. I mean, the plant's alive. It doesn't die, but it does stunt its growth. You guys can see the green algae inside. So when you put the tinfoil around it, that will block the light and it will prevent a lot of the stuff. Also, periodically you're gonna have to replace your hydrogen solution every few weeks or so, right? You have to replace it, give it fresh food. So when you do that, you can literally take this out. This whole thing comes out like so, and then you can clean the inside of your jar. So even if it's not 100%, that's fine. It's just you mostly want to block it. It's not going to kill the plants. I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's pretty cool. If you don't have a 3D printer, I 3D print these. There's other people with 3D print these, and you can buy them for cheap, kind of like this. But you want to get the ones that fit in jars, mason jars, like the big mason jars. Okay, so that's the key. You want to get a netpod that fits in the mason jars, a jar, and has the support lip here that will sit on top of it. It will not fall inside the jar. So that's the key, pretty much. I will put this underneath my light, but for now I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on it here. I'll put some tinfoil around it as well, but that's pretty much it. And you can have the entire windowsill full of herbs, and these are fresh, like from a plant. They smell amazing. All the organic chemicals are there. Like you can actually just pick them right off the plant, and as you're cooking, put it in. There's nothing better than that, actually.